What's up, guys? Welcome back to Supreme Micah. So in this upload, what I want to talk about is meal replacements. Do meal replacements work overall for you in regards to your muscle mass, or how about your weight management in regards to maintaining or possibly losing weight? First, how about we talk about what an actual meal replacement is? Most of you may be familiar with a meal replacement shake, but don't forget there's also bars, actual meal replacement bars that you can actually eat. But what we're mostly going to be speaking about today is that of the shake. So a meal replacement overall, the calories consumed from that of an average shake will be between 200 and 250 calories. Keep in mind that there are shakes that contain higher amounts of calories. It's also extremely important to understand that meal replacements and protein shakes are different, and this is a huge problem nowadays. Meal replacements are meant for you to be able to replace an actual meal. A small meal, not a big one, but overall, like I mentioned before, that depends on the amount of calories within that actual shake. Protein shakes and also protein bars are different. Now, there are specific products out there that can be used as an actual meal replacement because meal replacements normally have to consist of the appropriate nutrients, also the correct amount of carbs, and also protein and calories to actually be considered an actual meal replacement. Generally speaking, if that's the case, you would want to consume something that was likely 200 or more calories and also was in line into what your goals were in regards to consuming enough calories, protein, and also carbs overall. Now, if you don't want to do that, then I would technically look for something that was specified as an actual meal replacement. Now, depending on your goals, and that I mean by, do you want to consume fewer calories because you're attempting to lose weight, lose fat, or are you attempting to actually gain muscle mass? Are you attempting to actually build more muscle mass, or maybe you're simply maintaining your weight? If any of these are the cases, then you may want to consider exactly which actual meal replacement out there is best for you. Because in regards to a meal replacement being that what it is, a meal replacement, then you're going to want to consider the amount of fats, nutrients, calories, carbs, protein that's in these products before you start this actual goal, whatever it is. All right, so that's something important that you should know. In some cases, a lot of people believe that meal replacements is solely for losing weight, and that's just not the case. This can also be used to actually maintain or gain weight. In some cases, there may be people who actually use meal replacements to their benefit. There are some who struggle with their weight because maybe they're too thin. In this case, maybe they have a fast metabolism, maybe they just struggle with gaining weight overall, and perhaps they're just attempting to actually build muscle mass. In this case, consuming enough calories probably is most important to them. So being able to have a meal replacement to be able to reach those goals, whatever they are, will only benefit them in the long run. You can also look at meal replacements as a healthier alternative, possibly to how you're eating right now. And what I'm getting at is that many people who attempt to build muscle, or many people who struggle in gaining weight, tend to eat unhealthy on purpose. And by that, I mean eating desserts, sugary foods, and fats and fast foods because they're attempting to actually benefit from what those foods would do for you. But it's unhealthy in the long run, especially over a daily basis. So use meal replacements instead because this is just a healthier method. What exactly is a meal replacement? Well, as I mentioned before, it usually ranges between 200 250 calories average, but that tends to go up more depending on what your goals are. A meal replacement shake should have about 20 to 25% of protein of the full content. The actual fat within that meal replacement should be less than or equal to 30%. Vitamins should also be greater than or equal to 30%. Those figures are very important because, as I mentioned before in an earlier part of this video, in order for a meal replacement to be a meal replacement, then it needs to actually have enough calories, enough nutrients in order to fulfill what an actual meal would be. So the next topic that I want to talk about is building muscle mass with a meal replacement. Can it happen? The problem with a lot of us is time. We don't have enough time in the day to be able to do a lot, okay? Now, in regards to whatever it is that you have to do, sometimes it's just not enough time to be able to eat. Now, in regards to whatever situation that you're in, this might apply to you. Maybe you're consuming enough calories to be able to actually hit an average daily basis of what you should, but not enough to be able to actually consume enough calories to build muscle, okay? Or actually be able to gain weight. So in this case, you may have to actually consume a meal replacement. While on the go and you don't have time to actually cook or meal prep, then essentially this is something that you would want to do. Now, it's also important to understand that protein is still relevant. It's still important in regards to building muscle mass if that's what you're attempting to do. Concentrate on that protein even if you are on meal replacements, because meal replacements overall can be helpful in regards to replacing a meal, especially in regards to calories, but you also want to keep concentrated on the amount of protein that you're consuming. A lot of these meal replacements actually have lower amounts of protein than you think, so don't solely concentrate on, oh, well, I need a meal replacement because I don't have enough time to cook or I don't have enough time to meal prep. You still need to be concentrated on your macros. And although you're getting enough fat and calories, okay, your protein is still essential in order to actually build muscle mass. That's something that you really want to focus on if you're attempting to actually use meal replacements to be able to make up on time. You also want to concentrate on the amount of meals that you're replacing throughout the day. And the reasoning behind this is because the more meals that you actually replace throughout the day can be considered a method to actually lose weight. The reason why this can be considered an actual way to lose weight is because those products that you're using to actually replace a meal can vary depending on the amount of calories. The overall amount of macronutrients within that product could be varied depending on whatever it is and wherever you purchased it from. So make sure that you're being careful. I would say about one meal can technically be considered possible weight management in regards to maintaining your overall weight, whereas replacing two or more can technically be considered an actual weight loss method. But like I mentioned before, this can vary depending on the specific type of product, because products can vary from less or more calories. And remember, this is overall on what you want out of your goals. The overall macronutrients in that product can definitely vary. Now, overall, in regards to weight loss and meal replacements, I would say they definitely work, and I'm saying this from my own personal experience, okay? Now, if it's something that you're attempting to do, such as lose weight, then it can definitely happen by using a meal replacement, but you have to remember that it's a meal replacement. So you're consuming, let's say, an average of 200, 250 calories and possibly more depending on the product. This also contains fats and carbs. So if you're on a dietary plan, then you want to make sure that you're being consistent, because your overall progress starts with you. One thing that you want to do is make sure that you're breaking your meals apart if you are adapting an actual meal replacement into your meal plan overall. And what I mean by this is, just because you had a liquid meal replacement, okay, doesn't mean 30 minutes later you go eat a sandwich, okay? So what I mean is make sure that you still keep a balanced, well, healthy meal if losing weight is your goal. Another topic that I really want to talk about too in this pretty much goes into a line about something that I mentioned before, that the nutrients that you're consuming is extremely important. And if you are actually replacing 2 or more meals with your diet overall in a day, then making sure that you're consuming the proper nutrients is so great for your health, and you want to take caution. You do not want to get sick because you're not eating enough. So if you're attempting to adapt a meal replacement plan overall in your lifestyle, then make sure that you reach out to a nutritionist or a doctor who can easily help you out with these type of things. Guys, as always, I appreciate you for tuning into this channel. Make sure that you subscribe, leave a comment, and also hit the thumbs up button, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you.